Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News with some latest events in the Ninh province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, recently the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union in Phuoc commune, Duong Minh Chau District, had held the Congress of Deputies in the term 2022-2027.
During the last term, the Executive Committee of the Commune Union has well implemented the youth volunteers movement, especially joint hands in building a new rural area and maintaining the commune up to the new improved rural standards. Almost all of the targets were achieved and exceeded. That brought the total economic value of nearly 2 billion Vietnam dong for the movement. The activities has been organized by the Youth Union about practical and corresponding to the situation of the localities. Phuoc Commune Youth Union has mobilized the social resources and union members as well as the young people to volunteer to participate in front line of the pandemic prevention and control. There are some outstanding activities such as forming a youth team to support testing COVID-19 vaccinations, and thereby it's helped to get achievements of pandemic prevention and control, as also taking care of the people's life. The Congress elected a new executive committee, and Mr. Nguyễn Chí Thanh was re-elected as the secretary of Phuoc Commune Youth Union the term of 2022 to 2027.
In 2021, the Phuoc people participate in voluntary social insurance in Duong Minh Chau District, where reaches over 102% of the assigned plan. Currently, Duong Minh Chau District has 14 collection agents for social insurance and health insurance with 98 employees. In the past time, the district's health center has had more than 14,000 medical examinations and treatment by health insurance, with the total amount requested by health insurance to pay over 2.8 billion Vietnam dong. Ms. Trần Thị Thu Hiền, Vice Chairwoman of the District People's Committee, requested the ranchers in locality to increase mobilization of people to participate in voluntary social insurance and household health insurance. In addition, mobilizing people to install and use the SSID software has been strengthened. It's necessary to try to achieve the rate of over 90% of population participating in health insurance by the end of 2022 and 95% by 2025.
The government has recently issued an action program implementing the National Economic Restructuring Plan for the 2021-2025 period, in which enterprises are playing at the centerpiece.
However, the Vietnamese business community is currently only big in quantity and is not yet high in quality. The country has about 850,000 active enterprises, but 96% are small and medium ones. In the current economic restructuring period, the burden is placed on the business community, which is required to grow in not only numbers but also in strength and competitiveness. If so, the government needs to effectively implement measures to support the businesses to recover in the aftermath of COVID-19 pandemic. Accordingly, one of the solutions offered is the tax policy reform, notably the implementation of corporate income tax incentives for small and micro enterprises, researching and amending and supplementing regulations on tax exemption and reduction in accordance with the country's socio-economic context in its peers and international practices. Due to the increasing demand for seed cassava, TayNinhTV has been transferred by CS Center for Tropical Agriculture to quickly propagate disease-free cassava varieties in membrane houses. In addition, TayNinhTV Agricultural Extension Center also propagates HN3 and HN5 cassava plants by cutting. From 1 hectare of original cassava seeds, the first time the stem is harvested, an average of about 20,000 seed cassava stems have obtained. This amount will be enough to provide seeds for 10 hectares on a large scale. In the second time, they will provide enough seeds for 20 to 30 hectares of cassava, and thus, after 12 months, there will be a quantity of seeds to provide farmers with about 30 to 40 hectares of cassava fields. Besides, they also harvest one fresh cassava. And when implementing this propagation method, it is necessary to limit the application of fertilizers with high nitrogen, but instead of increasing the application of potassium fertilizers, it helps the cassava seeding stem stronger and get high quality.
In the morning of April 25, Goya District Party Committee Propaganda Department coordinated with the Farmers Association in district to organize a training course for people who work for the Farmer Union at the grassroots level.
In the morning of April the 25th, Goya District Party Committee's Propaganda Department coordinated with the Farmers Association in the district to organize a training course for the people who work for the Farmers Union at the grassroots level. There are more than 50 practitioners and forced directly doing mass mobilization work, and during the 5 days, the trainees will learn a number of issues related to the work of the association. In addition, the trainees have also been deployed on the implementation of the socio-economic tasks. This led to help the officials and members of the farmer unions improving their ability to apply creatively about the practice guidelines and viewpoints in the building pure strong association for the socio-economic development.
Ladies and gentlemen, TayNinhTV province is focusing on developing OCOP products, one commune, one of us, in the direction of chain linkage, cooperate and link from production, preliminary processing to consumption to add value, meet market standard and demands.
In agricultural production in general and OCOP product production in particular, linking production with consumption of agricultural products and digital transformation is the key to developing a modern agriculture, ensuring the harmony of interest between the farmers, producers and consumers of products, improve the productivity, quality and the value of agricultural products, at the same time increase the scales of commodity production, apply modern production processes. For the OCOP program in Ninh province, it is defined as a program for economic development in rural areas in the direction of promoting internal resources, creative intelligence, labor, raw materials, culture, etc., and increasing the prices, the value of rice, the income for rural residents, contributing to the construction of the new rural areas. TayNinhTV has 27 OCOP products in which in 2021 the Provincial People's Committee approved the evaluation results and ranked 18 OCOP products, with 3 products ranked 4-star and 15 products rated at 3 stars. Consumers have been interested and highly appreciated the OCOP products such as cassava, apple wine, vegetarian fish oils of cashew nut, vegetarian products, etc., TayNinhTV rice paper, garlic rice crickets, bawang white honey, and many other specialities of the localities. After meeting OCOP standards success in the markets, bringing products to consumers as well as finding outputs for the product is something that manufacturers and localities are interested in. Having achieved the above results with the significant contribution of the collective economy and the cooperatives together exchange information initiative, good practices, encourage each other to overcome difficulties, prioritize support and use of each other's products. However, the production cooperation in cooperatives still has some limitations, which are the lack of sustainability, not meeting requirements, and the number of cooperatives participating in the association is not much. In order to continue promoting the role of cooperatives in linking production and consumption of products of OCOP, it is necessary to promote the organization of agricultural production linkages, forming a complete linkage chains that require the strong participation of stakeholders. This includes cooperatives, businesses, and local governments. This association helps cooperatives to build production process in a safe direction, calling for business to invest, linking chains associated with consumption, organize capacity building, qualifications and skills for cooperatives managers, contract negotiation skills, and thereby helping cooperative members understand the needs of consumers, making products customized products with higher economic value. Building an environment for sharing and synthesizing data, connecting supply and demand, trade promotion programs, investment promotion, etc., and continuing to improve the quality of goods and products along the value chain to participate in OCOP program, promote trade, and stick the markets. In the coming time, the Department of Industry and Trade will coordinate with units of other localities to organize fairs and exhibitions suitable to the actual situation so that the people know the qualities of products, especially OCOP products, ensure the food safety and hygiene for the locality. At the same time, creating conditions for more and more OCOP products to develop. Products that first achieve the OCOP of 3-star will be upgraded to 4-star and 5-star to upgrade the products, and thereby contributing to building the OCOP products into tourist attractive products.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.